Trump eases auto tariffs burden as Lutnick touts first foreign trade deal. This is a Reuters story. President Trump signs orders to ease auto tariffs, ordering car makers 2 years ago, Rob, I think got a video on this, to increase domestic components with credits offsetting tariffs on imported parts at 3.75% of the manufacturer's suggested retail price through April 2026 and 2.5% through April 2027, stating we just wanted to help them. If they can't get parts, we didn't want to penalize them. Rob, if this is the clip, go on and play the clip.
Here's the point. I have a deal. Done. But I need to wait for their prime minister and their parliament to give its approval, which I expect shortly. Well, I'm not going to tell you what country. Let the president.
It's just you and me here, and a couple million people hopefully watching.
I'll let the president decide. So, and then there are country after country where we're just working through the details. But you have to remember, they have prime ministers, they have parliament, they have to work through their process. But all of these are going to be coming, and what they're going to be is they're going to be incredibly smart.
Tom, thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you. We've got a fact check there. That was CNBC guy saying, and a couple million people watching. So in the morning, they don't get that kind of rating. So the second part is that this is good. This is another win. And I'll reflect it in this way. You know where the S&P is right now, Pat, at this second?
I was just checking right now. Where's it at?
56.30.
Okay.
So guess what?
What?
We're now, I believe, at 6.9% where we were.
Right.
So in other words, the markets are continuing to recover. And why are they recover? They're recovering with W's. This is a W because what he's allowing to happen. So Trump squeezed hard. And then what did the American automakers say? You know what? We'll try to get more domestic parts. We'll try to source from other things. We'll try to do less China. That's exactly what the art of the deal wanted. And guess what? That's good for America. That's good for American workers in certain sectors. And so this doesn't do everything, but they're also talking about this is a first foreign trade deal, and now a deal they're doing. So this is, we also saw it. This is the emergence of India, and this is U.S. companies diversifying their supply chain, all of which is calming things down.
And by the way, watch what the Ford CEO said on this. Ford CEO on Trump's tariffs. Watch this, folks. This is very interesting. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, Ford is really different. We make 80% in the U.S., more than any other manufacturer.
Great
in fact,
name.
we made 400,000 more vehicles than our next competitor, and that would fill up the entire island of Manhattan. That's how big of a gap we've made. So, look, we think this is really great for the country. We really support the president's initiative. We never left the America on car production.
That's how
and
you
so
do it,
this
Ford.
moderation is reasonable. I think for mostly our competitors. They need more time, but at Ford, we're in good shape. And this is the right thing to do.
You know
we
what
really
this makes me want to do this
appreciate
weekend in
the dialogue we had with
Kentucky?
the
Watch
president,
Ford
but we have a
versus
lot
Ferrari
more work to do
again.
with him and
Good
the team.
for you, Ford.
And by the way, can I add something?
Please.
Alan Mulally. Does anybody remember who Alan Mulally was? When it was time for TARP, the CEO of Ford was Alan Mulally. And by the way, I spoke to him for about 5 minutes at the famous Jobs and Gates event.
Oh, yeah.
And he was there talking to Microsoft about putting Microsoft Sync in Ford cars. Remember when the dashboard was Microsoft Sync?
Yep.
And here's what he said there. I didn't take a private jet to the hearings. Remember when the automakers were summoned to the hearings on Capitol Hill at the time of TARP? I didn't take a private jet, number one. Number two, Ford paid it back, the part that they took, but they didn't take the big part. So if you look back at times of economic crisis like 2008, 2009 with Ford, and now you look now, there's been something with Ford as a company that has not taken from America and has tried to, and I think this is legacy of vision and leadership because it goes all the way back then. And I give credit to them, and I give credit to CEO Farley, well done, and I also go back to Alan Mulally and what they did back at that time.
Good for them.
Good for them.
Yeah, by the way, when General Motors took money, I don't know if they ever paid it back. When the late Bob Ben Moshe from AIG took $181 billion, they paid it back plus $21 billion of interest. That's what the right CEOs do. That's why his legacy is always going to be respected.
I don't have the receipts on it, but my memory is exactly with yours.
We're watching.
GM took it as a permanent government grant.
That's right.
And that type of people
right.
talk the talk. We're going to watch the movie. I guarantee it this weekend. But you know what? the next car I'm getting is going to be a Ford, and we're going to.
I want to go get a
that's
GT40.
sick.
That's one,
now.
but like no joke, and you guys are all going to see which
Ford
car
versus
I got.
Ferrari is what made me want to buy the Shelby truck and made me want to buy that Ford GT, the supercar, whatever.
I think now is a very interesting time for American CEOs. I think this is, we get so caught up with the Elons and the Jeff Bezos, we forget there's so many other CEOs out there running companies. And with so much turmoil with the markets, with tariffs,
So much drama.
you're going to have so much
LBC,
drama in the
it's kind of-
LBC. It's kind of hard being a CEO like PDD.
Yeah.
I get it. But CEOs are going to be able to make a name for themselves. Like this guy, Jim Farley, respect to you.
Good for you.
CEOs are going to step up and say, no, we're bringing
Let's talk
jobs
China.
back.
Let's
We're
do
coming
it.
to
Let's
America.
talk China. Let's talk China. So this lemon campaign that we launched on Thursday with the box, okay, that was launched, that all of you guys, many of you saw. Those of you that didn't, this box that's being shipped to people who are going through a lot of different things today to make their day. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade with a lemon hat in it and a presentation with a video of me speaking to them, giving them a message here. I'm going to press pause here. There was so many accountants. One accountant sent it to 11 clients, lawyers, realtors, insurance folks using it. But then we had a chance to read the note of what some people were writing to their clients. I'm not going to give the names. I just want to read the notes to you. It was so, our staff is, when I'm reading this, our marketing team, they're in tears, literally when I'm reading this to them. I'm not going to say the name, okay? They put the name there, then says, sending you some love to help lift your heart up today, and wanted to say again how sorry I am with Susan's passing. I hope this cheers you up, your spirits, just for a moment. I love you, sister, and always remember to move forward. Flowers don't happen without rain. Love you always. The name is in there. Are you kidding me? Okay. Then it goes here, me and you forever together. Put your goals always in front of you. Surround yourself with one quality, with people you become, who you're with. Thank you for your friendship. Here's another one. Love you, brother. Hope you like this. Greatest podcast ever. You not only being a father, husband, and a brother, you are also a policeman. You have so much you deal with on a day-to-day basis, but you still show up for your family. I not only love you, I respect you. I'm telling you, the more I was reading these notes, the more emotional we were getting ourselves. I love the fact that the Valuetainment audience is taking time to order something, to ship to somebody else, to make their day. How awesome is this that we're doing this? So for all of you guys that placed the order, I love that the fact that you're doing this. We're wired the same exact way. You can pick and choose the hats, whether it's the white one, the black one, or the green one when you're sending out to them. There's still a few left if you haven't done it yet on the lemon campaign, especially with everything that people are going on right now. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order. And then also for the mothers out there, you asked for it. We wanted to do it. We know this audience is 80% men, but 20% women. It used to be 90%. The female audience has grown in a major way. Rob, if you want to play the clip, Mother's Day is around the corner next week, and we got a bunch of VT mom gear, stuff that's out there. Mama, today I love you, VT mom. Future looks bright. Here's one that I like a lot that's also on the site. VT Mama. This is another one that we have. Valuetainment Mama that we got out there. It's awesome. So we wanted to make sure that ladies typically do the shopping for us. We're not good at this stuff. Go place an order for mothers out there that are doing the right thing. They're going out of their way, and you're seeing how hard they're working. Every order you place, they're going to get a VT Mom keychain. And then if you place an order above $100, it's the VT Mom keychain, plus this mug that says VT Mom, and it explains a sophisticated achiever that is always there for you no matter what. Moms, love you. Place an order for the mothers out there that watch PBD Podcast and Valuetainment. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.